Hello, YouTube watchers. This is your girl, Monique J, hostess of the Weekly Wind Down. I wanted to come on kind of without all the production just to introduce myself and the show, the Weekly Wind Down, to you. We are new to this YouTube platform. We were on another platform that we decided to leave because we wanted to be able to share our show with a much broader audience and hopefully do what the show's motto is, which is to be a real woman having real talk so that in the end we can have real growth. Now you probably say, who are you, Monique J? Like, why are you having a show? What makes you want to have a show? Well, I'll give you a little bit about myself. I am just a serial, I'm going to call it an entrepreneur. I'm a businesswoman. I am an accountant. I am, have education in paralegal. I have a certified life coaching experience, as well as skills in marketing, business building, and I am a 15-year breast cancer survivor, which makes me a philanthropist as well because I founded a nonprofit organization. So what I wanted to do with this show, because what I learned to love while I was going through all of my battle with cancer was a nice glass of wine. And only a couple things that you can drink during those times, and wine was one of them. So when I decided to do this show, I said, let's call it the Weekly Wind Down, because we're going to sit, if it's me and a lady, we're going to sit down and talk over a nice cool glass of wine. And if it's me and a male guest, of course I'll allow them, they can drink whatever they choose, as long as it's at our bar. So that's the reason of the definition behind Wind Down. And then we kind of want to come in middle of the week, talk about the things that may have happened between me or happened with my guests during the week. Just conversation that you, as a regular viewer, just a regular person, I really don't like the shows where they only want to have conversation with people who are celebrities, people who are related to celebrities, stuff that has to do with a lot of gossip. I mean, that's fine, but that's not what this show is going to be about. This show will touch on some of those things, but we're going to always look at things from a positive aspect. Our goal is to uplift those who watch our show and those who come on as guests on our show. So we'll talk about, family things. We'll talk about relationships. We'll talk about money matters. We'll talk about, making better financial decisions. We'll talk about things that'll make you laugh, because I am, once you watch the show, if you haven't seen any of the episodes, I am one of the most candid. I am an open book, sadly, sometimes. I just talk straight out because I believe that when you do that, even though everybody is not going to agree with everything that you say. Everybody's not going to like what you say. Everybody's not going to like what you do. Somebody might be watching and don't like my shirt, don't like my hair. I am mature enough and grown enough to know that that's what's going to happen. So I'm not worried about that. My goal is to touch those and reach those that I am supposed to touch and reach through what I have to offer through this show. So that's what I wanted you to know. I also want you to, if you haven't already, I want you to hit subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and make sure that you subscribe so that you can be updated. Click notifications so you know when we post new episodes. We're going to generally post a new episode every other Wednesday, premiering at 8 p.m. So make sure that you catch up on the episodes that we already have. We've started our season 2, and we've done 2 episodes already. So catch up on those. We'll have a new episode coming up on, I want to say, this Wednesday. Now, what we also have is a Weekly Wind Down podcast. That podcast is available on all your podcast streaming services. So Apple, Google Cast. We are also on Spotify and Anchor. So just make sure if you have missed the show visually, you can go and listen to it on your podcast. On those networks or those streaming sources. In that episode, those are going to air every other Wednesday as well. And what it will be, sometimes it will be the audio of the video show that we've done, and we will come on and do just a special podcast that may not have a visual to go with it. So just make sure that you check in on those as well. But I wanted to introduce myself to you, introduce what the purpose of this show is. I am one of those people who just believe in positive energy. I'm one of those people who believe that you get out of this universe what you put out into it. So what I want to ask you to do is make sure that you comment. Make sure that you give your comments, positive and negative, on the show. As long as they're coming from a good place and it's somewhere that I can grow from, I want to hear them. When you comment, make sure you use the hashtag TWWD2019. So that's TWWD2019. Comment, like I said, good or bad, I want to hear, as long as it's coming from a positive place. I knew when I made the decision to put myself in front of the camera, out here for with YouTube, the world to see, I knew that I was putting myself on the chopping board, and there might be a possibility that somebody may not like what I say, somebody may not like what I look like, people won't agree, but I understand that as human beings, we all are individuals, we all are different. We all have a different way of seeing and viewing things. So I know that in that, I'm going to have some people who don't see things the way that I do. And I'm not going to see things the way that they do. So the whole goal is to make people acknowledge that. Make people understand that even though you may not agree with someone, you don't necessarily have to tear them down. You don't necessarily have to come from a negative place to get the change and get your point across. So that's the other goal of this show, is to be a positive influence on our lives. Now, I'm just going to be honest. Everything ain't going to be sugar-coated. Everything ain't going to be cotton candy. I'm going to say some things. My guests are going to say some things that may spark up, and I don't say an argument, but a great debate. And it may be things that will make you cry. Maybe crying from joy or crying from sadness. But either way, when you stop watching this show, I hope that you will feel that you have grown from it, learned something from it, and got a lot of laughter from it. So again, I just wanted to tell you I'm your girl, Monique J. I am the hostess of the Weekly Wind Down. Please make sure that you go to our Twitter and Instagram. On Instagram, our hashtag, we are at The Weekly Wind Down. On Twitter, it's Weekly Wind Down, and then we have a Facebook page that is The Weekly Wind Down with Monique J. Please go to all of our social media, follow us, like us, talk about us, like I said. And if you're interested in possibly being a guest on the show, make sure you reach out, DM. You know, I'm all about, another thing that we're about is about business building and about promoting small businesses and people who are out here trying to, do great things, and they just may not have happened to reach that platform that they are looking to reach. My goal and what I love to do is to help others. So make sure that if that's something that you want to do, if you want to advertise, we want to have what we call a wine of the week, and that is going to be the wine that we will be sipping and talking about. If you're chosen, if you want to do that, if you want to be sponsored and be a sponsor and put your wine on our show, you can contact us and we'll definitely make that your wine, or we'll give you the information on what the sponsorships are like, or what the advertisement is like, and what it costs, and we will allow you to be the wine or the drink of the week. It doesn't matter, whatever that may be, as well as any other service or product that you may have. If it's something that you want to be featured on our show, message us, comment, you get your contact information. On our page, we're going to have our contact information as well, so you can send an email. But whatever it is, if you're interested, in having your product, your service advertised on our show, definitely reach out. Again, I want to thank you so much for your time. I want to ask that you be sure to catch up on our prior episodes. Tune in every other Wednesday. Next Wednesday, a new episode will be up. So right now, watch episode 2. It is guaranteed to make you think, make you smile, make you laugh, and make you grow. It is the Women Are From Mars, Men Are From Venus episode, and it's with me and my cinematographer for Team Weekly Wind Down, Mr. Avon Butler. Again, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe.